Hello again, I'm Rodney Reynolds from 3DGameMan.com, and yes, I have my hair cut, in case you didn't notice. I don't know what it is about getting my hair cut. I can't stand it! It's horrible. It's like going to the doctor and to the dentist. I don't like it! Women love it. I don't see how or why they like it. I was getting my hair cut. I know I'm digressing, but bear with me here. Getting my hair cut there today. I actually brought my kids along as well. My boy needed a little trim. And I was looking over as I was getting my hair cut. This lady next to me, she was like in her early 20s. She was loving it, man. She was like, oh, yeah. She's like smiling and stuff. Like all she could do is smile. I'm like going, get me the hell out of here. I don't want to be here. Get my hair cut and let's go. Can you do it now? Like, get it done. Don't like getting my hair cut. Anyway, this is not about getting your hair cut. I don't know why I even mentioned that, but I thought I would anyway, just to mix things up a bit. This Q&A video is about resolution and the visually impaired. By the way, if you are cool, you will head on up to 3dgameman.com, and there you can ask a question. The link is below. If you're not cool, you can post on YouTube. Just relax, people. Don't panic. I'm just kidding. Okay, enough already. Let's get to the question. 720p versus 1080p for the visually impaired. It's going to be difficult for me to answer this question because, well, I am not visually impaired, but this person is. He has a condition that is called optic nerve hypoplasia. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Correct me if I am wrong. Apparently his left eye is blind, but right eye is good. So that's good. At least you've got one eye that is okay. Now, I am not visually impaired, but I have another problem. I'm a resolution junkie, meaning that I love playing games at their maximum resolution, or at least the maximum resolution for the screen, as long as, you know, the system can handle it. I don't know why, because, you know what? The game, in essence, is not about the resolution, is it? It's about the game content. And if the game is good, doesn't matter what resolution you're playing it at, but for me, it does. Oddly enough, it's the visual side of things for me takes over completely. I have to have all the eye candy on, maxed out. I don't know, but for most people, it doesn't. Now, I do see a difference between 720p and 1080p when it comes to monitors for, you know, desktop computer systems. Usually most of them are pretty high resolution, you know, small pixels. So when you're so close to them and, you know, the game is at 720p, you'll notice the jagged edges. You can fix that by AA or anti-aliasing. You can, you know, up that a little bit, but that will decrease performance. So you got, you know, just see if you're visually impaired, or if not, just, you know, use the same game settings at both 720p and 1080p, except for the resolution, and, you know, go from there. If you don't notice a difference, either one is fine. Doesn't matter if it's 720p or 1080p. Now, that's when it comes to gaming. When it comes to big screen TVs, the difference between 720p and 1080p, in my mind, depending, of course, on the content you're watching, is not that noticeable. It's different. It's a huge screen and you're like 10 or 15 feet away, so you're not going to notice the same difference. I hope this answers your question, and keep your questions coming. Remember, if you have a question for me, head on over to 3dgameman.com.